Welcome back to It Starts with Clarity. I'm your host, Ellen Gibson. Today, our episode is about one of the hardest spaces we all find ourselves in: waiting for a decision, waiting for someone else to move, waiting for clarity to come from the outside. That in between space can feel heavy, frustrating, and even paralyzing. But here's the truth: just because you're waiting on a decision doesn't mean you have to stay stuck. Today, we're going to talk about practical ways to move forward even when the outcome isn't in your hands. Why does waiting feel so hard? When we're waiting, it feels like our progress is on pause. We start circling questions. What if it's a yes? Oh, but what if it's a no? What if it's nothing at all? Our mind can get consumed with uncertainty, making it hard to focus on anything else. And often, we tie our peace of mind to someone else's timeline. Here's the mindset shift: waiting doesn't have to be wasted. It can actually be a window for preparation, growth, and clarity. So, let's shift your focus. Instead of fixating on what you can't control, turn your attention to what you can. Ask, what projects, habits, or goals can I move forward right now? Use this time to get momentum in other areas: organizing, networking, or maybe get some self-care in. Momentum in one area of your life often unlocks energy in other areas. Here's a real story. I had a client who was waiting on a business deal that dragged on for months. Instead of sitting in anxiety, she started a personal health challenge, walking every morning. By the time the decision finally came, she was stronger, healthier, and mentally ready to move no matter the outcome. Another strategy is to prepare for different outcomes. One way to turn waiting into empowerment is scenario planning. If the answer is yes, what steps will I take immediately? If the answer is no, what's my pivot plan? If the answer is delayed, how will I stay productive in the meantime? When you've mapped out each possibility, the decision loses its power to paralyze you because you're ready either way. Instead of seeing waiting as lost time, reframe it as a gift of time. Dive into a book or a podcast you've been meaning to explore. Take a course. Strengthen a relationship. Deepen your spiritual or your wellness practices. So let's think for a moment. What is one area of your life that you've been neglecting that you could invest in while you wait? Micro goals and small wins. When the big decision is hanging in the air, break your days into small, achievable goals. Reach out to one new connection. Clear a small backlog task. Write a journal entry about what clarity you are seeing. Each small win keeps your energy moving forward instead of stagnating in the uncertainty. Practice detachment. This may be one of the hardest but most freeing steps: detaching your well-being from the outcome. Try affirmations like, I release what I cannot control. I trust the timing of my life. Practice mindfulness or prayer. Remind yourself, the outcome doesn't define your worth. It's simply one step on your journey. Waiting on one decision doesn't mean life is on hold. Keep your eyes open. Sometimes another door opens that you wouldn't have seen if you were only focused on one. So, today's clarity point is this: Waiting doesn't mean stuck. You can move forward by shifting your focus, preparing for outcomes, using the time for growth, setting small goals, detaching from results, and staying open. If you're in a waiting season right now, let this be your encouragement. Your progress doesn't depend on anyone else's timeline. Thank you for joining me today on It Starts with Clarity. If this message spoke to you, I'd love for you to share it with a friend who may also be waiting for clarity in their own life. And remember, you can always connect with me at pivotpointme.com to learn about our boot camps, mastermind groups, and one-on-one session. These are all resources to help you move to your next level. Until next time, move forward with clarity, even while you wait.